The Shadow of the Maestro. In the picturesque town of Vienna, Austria, a city renowned for its grand palaces, opera houses, and rich musical heritage, a legendary conductor named Leonid Meyerstein held sway over the classical music scene. His performances were mesmerizing, his talent unparalleled, and his reputation shrouded in mystery. For years, music enthusiasts and critics alike had attempted to unravel the enigma that was Meyerstein, but he remained an elusive figure, his personal life a closely guarded secret. Chapter 1: The Obsession. Young and ambitious violinist, Sophia Ellis, had always idolized Maestro Meyerstein. She would attend his performances, entranced by the way his baton seemed to weave magic, coaxing sublime beauty from the orchestra. Sophia's dream was to play under his direction, to learn from the master himself. She spent hours practicing, perfecting her craft, and studying Meyerstein's techniques. Her friends and family began to worry about her fixation, but Sophia couldn't help herself. She was consumed by the desire to become a part of the maestro's world. One evening, Sophia finally gathered the courage to approach Meyerstein at a post-concert reception. As she waited in line to meet him, her heart raced with anticipation. When it was her turn, she introduced herself, her voice trembling slightly. Meyerstein's piercing gaze locked onto hers, and for an instant Sophia felt like he could see into her very soul. "Ah, Sophia Ellis," he said, his voice low and hypnotic. "I've heard of your talent.
You have a certain je ne sais quoi.
A spark within you that cannot be taught." Sophia was taken aback by his words, but before she could respond, Meyerstein continued, "Come to my studio, Sophia. Let us create music that will transcend the boundaries of mortality." Chapter 2: The Encounter. The invitation was like a dream come true for Sophia. She arrived at Meyerstein's studio, a labyrinthine lair hidden behind the grandeur of the opera house. As she entered, the air grew thick with an eerie energy, the shadows seeming to writhe like living things. The maestro greeted her with a warm smile, his eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. "Welcome, Sophia. I sense that you have a hunger within you, a desire to create something truly extraordinary. I can help you unlock that potential, but you must be willing to trust me completely." Sophia nodded eagerly, her heart racing with excitement. Meyerstein began to teach her, pushing her to the brink of exhaustion and beyond. His methods were unorthodox, to say the least. He would play strange, dissonant melodies on his piano, and Sophia would have to improvise, trying to find harmony within the chaos. He would speak in hushed tones, his words dripping with an unsettling allure, as if he was sharing secrets that only the initiated could understand. As the lessons progressed, Sophia found herself becoming more and more entranced. She began to experience strange visions, her music infused with an unsettling power. She would see flashes of darkness, like a presence lurking just beyond the edge of her perception. But whenever she tried to confront Meyerstein about these occurrences, he would simply smile and tell her that she was on the path to greatness. Chapter 3: The Descent. As Sophia delved deeper into Meyerstein's world, she started to notice strange occurrences around her. Other musicians who had studied with the maestro would whisper warnings, telling her to be careful, that Meyerstein was not what he seemed. But Sophia was too enthralled to listen. She was convinced that the maestro held the key to unlocking her true potential. One night, Sophia arrived at the studio to find Meyerstein pacing back and forth, his eyes blazing with an intense energy. He spoke in a low, urgent tone, his words tumbling out in a mad rush. "Sophia, the time has come. You are ready to take the final step. Come, let us create music that will shake the very foundations of the earth." Sophia felt a shiver run down her spine as Meyerstein led her to a hidden chamber deep within the studio. The air was thick with the scent of incense, and the walls seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly power. In the center of the room, a strange instrument stood, its strings humming with an eerie glow. "This is the instrument of the gods," Meyerstein whispered, his eyes aglow with an unholy light. "Play it, Sophia, and you shall unleash a power beyond your wildest dreams. Chapter 4: The Haunting. As Sophia played on, she felt a presence around her, a malevolent force that seemed to be feeding off her music. The notes she played grew more discordant, more twisted, and she knew she had to stop. But her fingers seemed to move of their own accord, as if possessed by some dark energy. Meyerstein watched her with an unnerving intensity, his eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. Yes, Sophia, yes. You are unlocking the secrets of the instrument. You are unleashing the power of the ancients. Sophia's mind reeled in horror as she realized the truth. Meyerstein was not a maestro, but a vessel for an ancient evil, a being from a realm beyond human comprehension, and she had fallen into his trap, enticed by the promise of greatness. Chapter 5: The Confrontation. With a surge of adrenaline, Sophia flung the instrument aside and confronted Meyerstein. "What have you done to me?" she demanded, her voice shaking with rage and fear. Meyerstein's smile grew wider, his eyes blazing with an infernal intensity. "You have been chosen, Sophia, chosen to be a vessel for the darkness that lurks beyond the veil. And soon, you will join the ranks of the damned, forever bound to the service of the ancient ones." Sophia knew she had to escape, but Meyerstein's studio seemed to shift and twist around her, like a living labyrinth. She stumbled through the darkness, desperate to find a way out, but every door led only to more shadows, more terrors. Chapter 6: The Aftermath. When Sophia finally emerged from the studio, she was forever changed. Her music was now a haunting echo of the horrors she had faced, a reminder of the terrible price she had paid for her ambition. Meyerstein was gone, vanished into the night, leaving behind only the whispers of his dark legacy. In the years that followed, Sophia's music became a sensation, a haunting reminder of the dangers of ambition and the horrors that lurked in the shadows. But she knew the truth, that her talent was a curse, a reminder of the darkness that had almost consumed her. And when she took the stage, her violin singing with an otherworldly beauty, she knew that she was not alone. For in the shadows, Meyerstein's presence lurked, waiting for the next victim to fall into his trap, waiting for the next musician to succumb to the darkness that lurked within. Epilogue. In Vienna's Grand Opera House, a lone violinist sometimes takes the stage, her music a poignant reminder of the terrible price paid for genius. Some say it is Sophia, her soul forever trapped in the shadow of the maestro, her melody a haunting warning to those who would dare to dance with the darkness. Others claim it is Meyerstein himself, returned from the depths of hell to claim another victim for his dark art. But one thing is certain: the music that echoes through those hallowed halls is a testament to the horrors that lurk in the shadows, waiting to ensnare the unwary. And those who listen too closely may find themselves forever trapped in the abyss of sound, forever bound to the service of the ancient ones.